Hello, my friends, and welcome to a good old-fashioned vlog. I have the next couple of days off of work, and I have a lot of things I want to accomplish, all of which are fun. So I kind of thought maybe you could hang out with me while I do some of them. And yeah, I just thought that would be fun to do together. I have to water a whole bunch of plants, and I don't know that I'll shoot a lot of that, but I'm thinking about going to the mall tomorrow, so this might be one of our only opportunities to do some Halloween hunting on video. I know that HomeSense has a lot out already. I've heard that Old Navy has some out, Winners has some, the dollar store might have some, so we're gonna look. And then I also have a lot of crafts I want to accomplish this weekend, or at least start. And then I also really want to start, like, not start, but like do some work in my reading journal because I'm like literally a year behind. So I'd like to pick up the pace on some of that. I thought that could be fun. We're not going to Michael's probably in this Halloween hunt, even though, I love Michael's. I have been there many times and purchased a couple of things. Are they here? Can I show you? Yeah, okay, so one of the things we're gonna do for Halloween this year together is I bought this mystery paint by numbers kit. And I've done a couple of the Michael's like mini paint by numbers in the frames. So this is not my first foray, but it's one of these four in there, so I thought that could be fun. And then I also bought a bigger painting, like similar to the witch that we did last year. And I think that's really all I've bought at Michael's so far. I haven't bought much of the decor because like, some of it's cute, but it's just not for me. Although they do have this one thing. So you know how I have the cauldrons on the little bar thing in the window? They have a new one this year that's similar, but it's like the top bar is a broom and then it's all witch hats hanging from it. That one's hard for me to resist, but I'm going to continue to resist it because the shape of the witch hat, this sort of cone, is not really conducive to plant roots. So, like, I would have no idea what to put in there. Like, what would it be for? I don't know. And I have no space to put it, so I'm gonna do my best to resist. There is part of me that just wants to buy it just for, like, the stand and then put the cauldrons on it. Maybe if it's still there, like, clearance and that sort of thing, then maybe. But yeah, usually the Halloween floral, which is where that is where I like to look at stuff. They have lots of cute, like, test tubey type propagation things this year and, different kinds of plant pots, so maybe I'll get some of those, but I think that's going to be most of it this year is going to be crafty stuff. I did buy a couple of shirts from Old Navy. I've never purchased clothes from Old Navy's website before, but I saw this shirt. So I had to buy it naturally. And I bought two other shirts. Let me go get them to show you. So I got this white shirt that's got witch hats and black cats all over it. And then this black shirt, which is sort of similar, that has like outlines of witchy things. And it's not even really totally black. It's got a sort of grayish greenish to it. It's very cute. So yeah, we have lots of things to do this weekend. I'm very looking forward to all of it. I've been looking forward to this sort of extended weekend for many weeks now, ever since I knew it was going to happen, because it just seems like fun. Quick little reading update. I think in the reading video I just did not too long ago, I told you that I was reading Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have since finished it, and I loved it. It was so good. Definitely makes me want to read more by her. I bawled my freaking baby eyes out towards the end of the book. It was so good. And then right after that, I read Kiki's Delivery Service, which I did really enjoy. It is definitely a kid's book, so therefore I didn't, like, love it. Like, I don't have the nostalgia factor with it to really enjoy that, and it's definitely a kid's book. But I did really like it. I would say that a lot of the events in the book are very different from the movie, and I would argue that the movie is better. I think the movie is maybe more interesting and has more nuanced conversations and that sort of thing. It was kind of shocking to me that the book doesn't do the whole, like, sort of burnout arc in the movie and in the movie's, like, third act. That actually sometimes makes the movie hard for me to watch because it's too relatable, right? That doesn't happen in the book, and I was kind of surprised by that. But overall, the book is very cute and very good, and if I had, like, a little girl, I would want her to read it. I'm just very conscious of the fact that it is different from the movie, and I think the movie is maybe better. And then after that, I started reading Incidents Around the House by Josh Mallerman because I knew they were making a movie of it, but I did not realize how soon they're making a movie of it. I think it comes out, like, September, October. And so I saw that the trailer was released. I did not watch the trailer. I was just kind of like, I saw the trailer was out, like, the day I finished Kiki's Delivery Service. I was kind of like, oh shit, I should get cracking. And I did not expect to finish this book in July, but today is the 29th, and my Kobo says I only have 45 minutes left, so I'm gonna finish it in July. It is not what I was expecting at all. Nothing in it is what I was expecting. And it is much spookier than I thought. I didn't expect it to like scare my 32-year-old ass, but it kind of does. And I was reading it the other night, and we were having a crazy storm, like crazy storm, winds, thunder, lightning, the whole shabam. And I'm reading this creepy book about this creepy demon lady in the shadows, and I'm just like, like she doesn't want me because I'm old, but it's still scary. It is quite good though, and I'm looking forward to reading a bunch of other books in August, of course, but then shifting into more spooky season books after that, because of course I have a lot of horror books on my Kobo, and I've just kind of been gravitating away from them lately. I don't know why. I've been reading just like cutesier, witchier things, and I think I kind of maybe forgot a little bit how much I do love horror, so I'm looking forward to going back to that after the next couple of books, because I have a couple of more lit ficky books that I really want to read, and I think I'm going to read them in August. It's funny, I had like a list in my head of all the books I wanted to read in August, and I can't remember a single one that was on that list. So we're just going to kind of pick them as I go. That's why I never really set a TBR, because I just read whatever I want to read in that moment. So that's what we're going to do. But yeah, I'm looking forward to vlogging these next couple of days with you, but unfortunately I do have some YouTube work to do. First, I have to edit the last video you guys saw. So I do believe in work before play, even if it makes Jack a dull boy. So I will see you tomorrow before we go Halloween hunting. Bye. Okay, look at this. It's a candle holder, and it's a coffee shop on the one side, and then you turn it, and it's a bookstore on the other, and it lights up! What the heck? It's $80 though. Okay, I have returned from my trip out into the world. We saw some spooky stuff. I did not buy anything spooky. I was actually very proud of myself because I had only bought things from Walmart. I bought more of Lena's bras that she likes. I bought a new eyebrow pencil because mine was out, so I bought 2 of them. I bought a lip tint from e.l.f. that we're going to try right now. And I got granola bars. Like, I was very proud of myself for not getting, like, too much. And then the last place I went to was... the second last place I went to was Bath & Body Works. Because I wanted to show you the Halloween stuff. They have all of it there. I'm very surprised that I don't like any of it this year. I didn't really want to buy any of it. The only thing that I thought I could potentially like is the cauldron 3-wick candle holder, and even that I just find it to be underwhelming. Just the like embossing on the sides of it is like a skull with a bow, and I don't really like it. So yeah, so I went to Bath and Body Works just to show you the Halloween because they had the whole collection at my Bath and Body Works, and that's when I saw the Bookshop 3-wick candle holder. I'm shook that it was $80. I did buy it. I'm stupid. I really just stopped spending money. Like, I've been spending money like I think of Beyonce lately, and I have no money. Like, stupid. And I bought it. Whatever. Yeah, and then I went to the bookstore after, and then I came home. I didn't end up going to Home Sense. I know I said yesterday that we were gonna go. I just didn't want to. It was across this, like, it's across the street, rather than in the mall. I just didn't want to go over there. Like, there wasn't... We'll wait till closer to. Usually what I like to look at Home Sense are, like... I have enough tabletop decor. I want to see, like, stationery and that sort of thing. And that usually comes out closer to. And what I meant to say about Bath and Body Works a second ago is that allegedly the Halloween collection they have coming out in August this year is a Nightmare Before Christmas collab. I'm excited to see that. Even if I don't end up liking a lot of it because I feel like Nightmare Before Christmas is a little overdone, I'm still excited to see it, you know? But talking about stationery, I did have a package come while we were gone today, and it's from, like, my favorite, like, artist that I follow on the internet. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Marigona Suli. Marigona Suli? I followed her on the internet for literally years, and I love her art style. It's all very witchy, it's very pretty, it's very cute, and I've always wanted to buy stuff from her, and I've just never done it because I knew that when I did, I would spend a lot of money, and then this most recent collection she came out with is witchy stationery themed. Like, the stationery is stationery themed, which you know I love, so I finally did it, and the package is here, so we're gonna open it together. It just came in this little box, all the way from Germany. I'm so excited! Magical mail. There's a little sticker on the top that says magical mail. Okay. Okay. So, hey Abby, thank you so much for purchasing from my little magical shop. Your support means the world to me and helps my small business grow. I hope you like your new treasures and consider visiting my shop again in the future. I think I bought the print of this, and this is what she uses as her thank you card. That's so funny. I'm so excited. Look at this little baggie. So this is a sticker. And this is also a sticker. And this is also a sticker. I think these are also stickers, question mark? No, I think actually this might be like a print, and I'm gonna put it on my wall. It's just like witchy journaling stuff. This is a sticker. Witchy greenhouse. Ghibli. And then these two are like postcards. This one is the witchy at the greenhouse. And then this one is beachy witchy. I didn't think I bought this one. I mean, I love it, don't get me wrong. You need an extra light, I think. Please hold. Whenever I feel like you need extra light, I just attach this little light to the spot where the microphone sits. There. Let's see if that makes it easier. Yep. Cool. And then there's more stuff in here, so don't worry. So these are stickers, I think. Look at how freaking cute. These are the two that I was the most excited about. I'm going to put them on my wall. So there's... Yeah, so I bought a big one of the Greenhouse Witch from my room. And then I also bought... Oh, I guess I bought 2 of this Journaling Witch, which is fine with me. But, like, look at her. And I love that her shelves above her desk are, like, packed with stuff. Because same. One of my favorite little details is this pencil case at the top. Like, look at how freaking cute that is. I'm obsessed with it. And then, that's all the stuff that was in this little bag. I'm so excited that this was her thank you note, because I guess I didn't buy a print of this, and I did want one. And then there's this, because I bought 3 washi tapes. I bought this washi tape that's sort of like stamps of her stationery pictures. So there we go. See? And then there's this like witchy bookshelf. And then there's also these like witchy stationery supplies. Yeah! So that's what I got. And we're gonna have to do some sticker book time. Probably later because of these, and also because I bought these stickers from the bookstore about a week ago. I still haven't done anything with them. And then I also bought a new book of stickers, and this one's called Enchanted Forest. So we're gonna have to go through that and put some stickers in there. So yeah, this is my haul, unintentionally bigger than I meant it to be. Yeah. Okay, I need you to know that I was just about to take... I just took my shears out of the bag I have them in, but I dropped them, and I sort of, like, fumbled them, and I had this, like, flash in my head of them going, like, right through my foot. And that's so scary. Like, that would have hurt so bad. Hilariously, it wouldn't have really impacted my life very much, because it's like, ooh, I'll never walk again. But still scary. Okay, anyway, the reason I was getting my shears out is because I have the nerve right now, and we're going to do something crazy. Alright, here we go. Is that all of them? Nope, one more. Oh, no, more than one more. That was not as satisfying as I thought it was going to be, because I thought... Oh, there's another tie! Oh no, this is not at all what I thought was going to happen. I had such a cool shot in my head of cutting these and then all of them falling down at once. And now I failed. There! Now she's nudie. Should I save any of that, do you think? I feel like I've saved cutting from this plant 6 million times, and every single time I end up, like, giving them away on Facebook. Which is not a bad thing, but it just, like, doesn't really help me at all. Come look at this. Woo! Good evening, friends. It is the last day of my alleged break. I'm heartbroken about it. It is 8 p.m. My bangs were doing that stupid thing where they, like, split in the middle, like it's giving, like, 90s boy band, and I used my straightener and put them in the roller, and now we're going to see if that worked, because if it didn't work, then I have to wet them and blow dry them, and then put them back in the roller, so that they will look decent tomorrow for going to work. Let's see. Oh! It did get rid of it! Okay, cool. So now I'll just put them back in there. Okay, I actually didn't think that was going to work. I wear the roller at home all the time, because if I don't, A, my bangs are on my greasy forehead, where not only is my forehead greasy, as I just said, I also often have a lot of skincare product on, and so they just get very, like, they get greasier faster. And I also just feel like leaving the roller in helps them hold the shape. You know? So, and every morning I get up. Oh, he's away now. Every morning I get up and I check the Kobo website to see what the daily deals are, and I go to my wish list and I do sort low to high. That's how I see. Just a quick mention here. Over the last week, I've literally bought like 10 books, and that is because they have all been on my wish list and they've all gone on sale. Let me pull it up so I can show you what books I bought, because I feel insane having bought so many books over the last couple of days. But also, if they were like only $2.99 each, I only spent like 20 bucks in total, so I really shouldn't feel that bad about it. But it also does feel insane, and also I'm like, one of the many things that I'm insane about is the, like, mentally knowing that there are so many unread books on my Kobo. It makes me feel like I have unfinished homework, you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't have unfinished homework, no one's checking this but me. But I still wish they... Okay, so Agnes Obert's Mystical Cat Shelter. That one is by Heather Fawcett. That one was on the Kobo Daily Deals today, and I never thought it would be a Kobo Daily Deal because it didn't come out that long ago, but it was like $2.99. Same with Bunny by Mona. How do you pronounce her last name? Is it Awad or Awad? Awad. That is a horror novel that I hear a lot of people talk about. They all say it's really good. So that was Kobo Daily Deals today. Then yesterday I bought The Late Night Witches by Orly Wallace. I did not even realize that that book was by Orly Wallace, who wrote In the Company of Witches, which I'm hoping to read this month. And then the other day I also bought Eat the Ones You Love by Sarah Maria Griffin. And then last week I bought The Reformatory by Tananarive Due. It's funny because that was a Kobo Daily Deal a couple weeks ago, and I didn't buy it, but I had heard it was a good book. And then all of my timeline started to be filled with, like, this is the book you have to read, it's so good. And then I had, like, bad FOMO that I hadn't bought it. And then it was a Kobo Daily Deal again, so I bought it. And then I bought The Bewitching by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, and The Only One Left by Riley Sager. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. That one is one I'm hoping to read this month as well. And then I also bought The Year of Witching by Alexis Henderson. That one was not a Kobo Daily Deal, but it was in my recommended on Storygraph, and I read the synopsis, and it sounded very Slewfoot-like, so I bought it. And then Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead by Olga Tokarczuk. Yeah, that's the other one I bought. So yeah, so this, in the last 2 weeks, is about what we're dealing with. These top 2 rows, and then these 2. I already had these 2, but yeah, so that's a lot. That feels insane to me, but it is what it is. So anyway, the reason I even started talking about my Kobo to begin with is because I get up this morning, I check my Kobo, I buy 2 books, and then I do my other morning ritual, which is checking the Spirit Halloween website, and it says, opening today, at 11 a.m. So I text my sister, I say, oh my god, Spirit's opening today, we have to go. She was not impressed, but she took me anyway. And I'm going to be honest with you, they didn't have a lot in stock yet. There were a lot of empty shelves, a lot of empty spaces. It's funny, they had like this whole setup for like a Freddy Fazbear animatronic, like it's like a little stage and lights, but like he's not there yet. So I'm going to have to probably just keep jibba-jabbing while I show you this footage, because as you know, Spirit Halloween has their music up so loud that the speakers are like breaking. So I obviously can't use that footage in here, but basically, we just saw the animatronics, and we took a look around. I think this year is actually the first year that I've been on opening day and didn't buy anything. That goes to show you how little they had out in the way of, like, fun things. It was cute, though. The one thing that they had that was really difficult for me to resist was they have a Krampus plushie this year, and I think he's so cute. But he is $46. And there are a lot of dumb things that I will buy for a lot of money. I just don't know that I can talk myself into a $46 Krampus plushie. If I get a coupon, or he's still there on November 1st, like, I would like to acquire him, but I don't think I would like to acquire him for $46. At least not at this particular junction in time. Yeah. But the other Spirit Halloween, the one that's a little bit bigger, a little bit nicer, usually a little more wheelchair accessible, isn't open yet, so we're going to see when that one opens. I'm obviously looking for, like, apparel and stuff. It's funny because I had seen on, like, an Instagram reel that Spirit had a Practical Magic shirt this year, and I told myself I was going to buy it, but then I bought the Old Navy one, so I was like, oh, no, I don't need to buy it now, and I did see the Practical Magic shirt in person today, and I'm glad I bought the Old Navy one, because the Old Navy one is much nicer, like on the Spirit Halloween one, the printing on it is like that really plasticky, like cheapy screen printing, right? The Old Navy one is a little more fabricy feeling, so that's good. Made the right choice. But yeah, so I have now seen the Spirit Halloween. Did not purchase anything. Anyway, because this is the end of my long weekend, I think I'm just gonna spend the rest of it playing Stardew Valley and watching Criminal Minds and drinking iced tea. This is pretty much what I do all the time anyway, is play Stardew Valley and drink iced tea and watch Criminal Minds. I'm on season 4 of Criminal Minds. I told myself I was gonna watch it until Gideon leaves, but I didn't realize that Gideon leaves the beginning of season 3. Like, I thought he was on it for much longer. So I'm just gonna keep going until I don't want to go anymore, to be honest with you. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. I haven't really gotten to like the episodes where the suspects are like super weird yet. So maybe that'll be when I stop, but for now we're good. But yeah. Anyway. Wait, I didn't show you. Wait, I totally just realized I forgot to show you. I did my first crochet project in like over a year this weekend. I made a Junimo. Don't you think it's cute? I got the pattern for just like a couple of dollars on Etsy, and then I already had all the yarn. Isn't he so cute? And then I finished, I don't remember if I showed you or not, but I finished my embroidery. I just haven't run it through water to get the backing off yet. Let me go get it. Ta-da! Wow, it got dark over here all of a sudden. Look how cute it is! So I'm going to cut it out and then probably sew it onto my purse so that I have a cute little kitty patch with some books. And then it's funny, I was looking at last year's Halloween videos, and I think we're going to follow a very similar format this year. If I can get 3 videos a week done, no promises that I can. But one of the videos that did the best last year was I tried one of the Michael's paintings kits, right? And it had the outline of the witches on the canvas already, and I painted it. I love that that was one of the most popular videos I did last year because that was my favorite. And that's actually the only art that I did last year that I have like displayed in my room. It's hanging on the wall over there. And so this year I bought a couple of different paint kits. Like, not because that video did well, that's just an added bonus. I just bought these because I wanted them. I bought another one of the big paint kits like I did that one. This one's just a witch flying on a broom. I bought another one that's paint by numbers on like a wood circle, and it's a witch flying on a broom. And then I bought a paint by numbers that's a mystery kit, so I don't know which one I got. And then additionally, my sister and I bought marker by number. I've never heard of that before, but it looks like fun. And then I have a puzzle that I'm going to bully my mom into doing with me. And then, I don't know, like, I haven't really seen any diamond art kits at Michael's yet this year that I loved, but there could be. So, who knows? Like, they're not all out yet, so maybe there will be one. And they have some embroidery kits out as well this year, and some, like, needle felting and some crochet kits. Like, they have a lot of cute craft kits at Michael's this year. So if you want to learn a new craft and you want it to be spooky, I definitely recommend doing it. And going and getting one of these kits. I've been thinking about getting one of the needle felting kits, because I've only needle felted with cat hair. So it might be nice to do a real one for once. I'm not really interested in the embroidery ones because I just don't like the patterns. All the witchy patterns that they did this year are for needle punch, which I'm not really strong enough for, and for cross stitch, which I don't really like. So, oh well. But yes, I'm making myself nervous about Halloween because it's now August and I haven't started. Usually I've started by now. But I just have to tell myself that we'll get through it. I always do. I always get through it, and we're gonna get through it again. I'm just having a hard time also choosing my costume because I want to be one of 2 ends of the spectrum, right? I either think this year I want to do Usagi, or I want to do Pennywise. But I'm not sure which. Which is such a goofy combination, but it is what it is. Anyway, since it's kind of late and it's my last day of time off, I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you greatly. Please give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed already. Leave a comment down below. Boost my videos in the algorithm. Maybe then I can afford the $46 Krampus plush. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!